In this video, I will explain how you can use the Tiles feature to create modern-looking dashboards. Tiles are very popular in dashboards of modern web applications. Let me show you some tiles in their Where I Am sample applications. So here we see the tiles in the CRM application. And here are the tiles in the issue resolution application. And here are the tiles in the library application. So tiles are boxes with some content, text, icons, charts. How can one create a dashboard with tiles in a Where I Am? It is relatively simple. Tiles are defined in a visual perspective. Let's open an empty one and add a tile to it. So we add a content panel and click on a tile button to specify a tile. A tile represents a grid 3 by 3. So in total, there are 9 locations that you can put some content in. Add text, icon, or chart. You don't need to use all 9. Just specify the locations that you want. Let's put some text in the top left corner of our tile and some icon into the top right corner. Let's also specify a background color for the tile. Now you can see the result displayed here. As you can see, the tile occupies the entire width. To be really useful, tiles need to be placed into the responsive simple or responsive nested layouts. So let's change the layout to responsive simple. And let's add another tile. We'll choose a different background. And specify text and icon in the bottom left location. And bottom right location. Now I can specify how much width each tile will occupy. Let's now take a closer look at the properties of a tile. Note that you can either change properties of a particular tile from the properties window here, or you can click on the content property and specify them here. We can specify what happens, if anything, if the user clicks on the tile. We can specify a command that will run after that. We can specify the background, CSS class or style, and we can add text, icon, or charts into various locations of the tile. Adding text or icons is really straightforward. You can add colors, font, and so on. Adding charts is more complicated. I will talk about it later. You do not have to create tiles from scratch. You can use predefined ones, either as is or as a starting point. To use predefined tiles, select a tab or a content panel and press the Add Tiles button. So let's get rid of the ones we added and use the predefined tiles. There are several tabs with different tiles, and you can use a particular tile, or you can use Shift Select to select multiple tiles. Let's load these ones, all 4 of them. These particular tiles are interesting because they use the pie chart in the top right corner and some custom CSS styling. Let's see how we can add charts to a tile. When we select a chart, we need to pick the chart type first. And there are bullet, pie, line, column, and area charts here. Let's look at the pie chart first. Here we have to provide an expression and color for each segment of the pie. Let's look at this in the issue resolution sample application. So let's go to the issue resolution sample application. Go to the corresponding visual perspective and look at our tiles. We can see the chart here is a pie chart, and it has 2 colors and 2 expressions. This one here for the yellow segment counts open issues for the current month, and the second one for the red segment counts open issues in the previous month. So the chart shows ratio of open versus open issues in the current month versus the previous month. Let's see now how we can add a bullet chart to a tile. One other thing that I forgot to mention here is the usage of this gradient CSS styling in these charts. It's here. So bullet charts. A bullet chart shows a target and a current value that is usually less than the target. So we need to provide 2 expressions to calculate the target and current values. Let's have a look at the library sample application that uses bullet charts. So if we go to the visual perspective in the library application, we can see the tiles here. And if we look at a tile, we can see the bullet chart type, and the current value expression counts loans for the current date. And the target is 100 loans, fixed value. For other types of chart, the data for the chart, Y values only, is provided by a query and a particular attribute returned by that query. At runtime, all values for this attribute returned by the query will be used as Y values for the chart. Tiles can be saved in an XML file and import it from an XML file. So here we can export a tile and then import it from the file. So that allows you to easily transfer tiles from one visual perspective to another, or to another application altogether. Moreover, if you save a tile in some subfolder of the tile templates folder, this one, if you save it in this folder, then tiles will be available in the list of predefined tiles.